So one of the things that I like to do with LLMs, I think I've seen this like on this call is you have a little like shell script that's just like, I have a quick question like, how do I diff two branches in Git? Because I can never remember the syntax for that. And so, I've been doing this for some months. And I just had a sinking realization in about November, or actually, no, it was before that even, that I've probably asked Claude Sonnet how to diff two branches in Git 8 or 10 times, and that seems like an awful waste of resources. And you can debate whether how much power does it actually take, and is this the sort of thing you should care about? Should you be worrying about eating less beef instead? But I'm not a person who can influence those things, but I am a software developer, so I can write some software to add a cache for that instead. So I threw together a little. Right now it's a script. I would like it to be an LLM plugin that whenever you run a question through it, calculates the embedding for your question and throws it in a collection. And then if you ask it again, it'll check the collection and say, did you ask this already? And you can play with kind of the sensitivity of what constitutes a match, because maybe you're asking a different question about Git and you actually do need the last a new submission.
So this is fully interactive, right? You say difference between two branches and it goes, well, 3 weeks ago you asked this thing, is that the same thing? And you say,
it pulls up it's a really short question, so it'll just search it and it just splats out a table of the top 3 or 4 results. And if that works, great. And if not, you say, actually, that's not quite the thing. Submit it to Claude or
which embedding model are you using for that?
Right now, I'm just using. It just uses whatever your default LLM embedding model is. So I think I'm using.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Embed default is. I think it's. Oops. I think it's one of the OpenAI ones.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you could. I think the LLM GGUF plugin got embedding capabilities pretty recently, so you could do it locally. Now you're saving network trips, and it's faster as well.
One of those embedding models, there's one called Something Tiny, which is only about 90 megabytes and is good. Like I've mucked around with it; it seems decent. So that's super. I'd honestly, I'd never thought of using embedding models like that just for straight up deduplication. Like that's effectively what you're doing. It completely makes sense that would work.
Yeah, anyways, it's up on GitHub. It's at GitHub/Nat Knight/questioncache. If that sounds interesting to you, take a look. And if my children give me a chance, I will try to turn that into a proper plugin.
Awesome.
That's all from me.